Hi guys, good morning and welcome to my channel Feral Soul. Today, welcome to my village. और अभी हम morning walk कर रहे हैं and it's very foggy. I'm walking with my mom. Morning. अर्ली मॉर्निंग तो यहाँ भी बहुत बहुत ठंड होती है. यू कैन सी, बट आई थॉट वॉक पे चलते हैं, आपको थोड़ा हमारा विलेज दिखाते हैं, टी गार्डन दिखाते हैं. दिस इज़ द ऑफिस और यहाँ पे बाकी सब क्वार्टर्स वगैरह है जहाँ पे स्टाफ मॅनेजर्स ये लोग रहते हैं.
के बनाउँदैछ यो को हेर्छ भने त्यहाँ मजाले कमाउँदैछ.
यहाँ पे तिरंगा लहराया जाता है ऑन 26th and 15th, 26 Jan and 15 August को. एंड दिस इज़ अ पॉन्ड. दिस इज़ अ पॉन्ड जिसको नेपाली में पोखरा, बंगाली में पुकुर कहा जाता है. एंड दिस वाटर इज़ यूटिलाइज्ड बाय द फैक्ट्री ऑल्सो. अभी बहुत ज़्यादा गंदा हो रखा है ना मम्मी. एंड दिस इज़ आवर होम. जो अभी मम्मी कह रही है कि ग्राउंड चलते हैं. चलो मैं आपको ग्राउंड भी दिखाती हूँ. और ये यहाँ का ग्राउंड है. यहाँ पे फुटबॉल और फैक्ट्री मैचेस भी होते हैं ना मामा, या नहीं होते हैं? फैक्ट्री में भी मैचेस होते हैं ना कभी कभी, स्टाफ का टीम या ऑफिस, फैक्ट्री टीम या ऑफिस के टीम के साथ क्रिकेट वगैरह. और उस साइड पे इज़ ऑल्सो अ टी गार्डन. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो द टी गार्डन.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.
Doraemon, this is the dog that is staying at a place और मम्मी ने इसका नाम डोरेमोन रख दिया है. और ये सुनता भी है, डोरेमोन डोरेमोन. देखा. म्याऊ 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 म्याऊ. And here is my husband. Good morning. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Kaka.
Good morning.
So Kaka bought this bhaka. We call it bhaka, but what it is called in Bengali, Amit?
भापा पीठा.
सुबह सुबह ये खाने में मज़ा ही कुछ और है. And this is all jaggery made out of rice and steamed, kind of steam cake. So good. मीठा है? खाओ.
दामी कन्ट्रोल त अन्त ग्यासमाथि
जादू देखाइदियो त आमाले आउने
मिल्क टी मेड फ्रम चियापत्ती
चियापत्ती of our tea garden.
of our own tea garden.
Look at the color, it's so beautiful, right? Taste is also amazing.
आमा ब्रेकफास्टको केही प्लान छ?
ब्रेकफास्टको मोमो अनि चटनी.
मोमो एन्ड चटनी.
मोमो का लागि आटा रेडी छ. आटा गूंद के रखा हुआ है and we'll be making momo of this. I don't know what it is called in English, but नेपाली में इसको इस्कुस बोलते हैं. I'll Google the word or I'll add what it's called in English. It's very delicious but. तो अभी उसी का प्रिपरेशन है और फिलहाल तो हम चाय पियेंगे क्योंकि इट्स विंटर्स, तो विंटर्स में 3-4 बार तो चाय पीना बनता है.
लिएर हिँड्छ त गाउँतिर पानी पर्दा. चिलाउँछ यो जिउमा लाग्यो भने.
कस्तो चिलाउँछ नि. एलर्जी नै पार्दिन्छ नि आलुमा. कस्तो पिकनिक खेल्थ्यो हामी यहाँ पहिला. म ट्युसन पढाउँथेँ नि, यो एरियामा पुरा पिकनिक खेल्थ्यो हजुर. सबैलाई बोलाएर.
यो आमको के रोप्नु भयो बीज कि यतिकै भएको? यो बीज हो. ए माथि रहेछ नि त आमको रुख.
यस्तो प्लान्टहरू थाहा छ नर्सरीमा उता दिल्लीमा कस्तो महँगो गर्छ.
वहाँ हेर न.
वहाँ हेर यतिकै यहाँ त जङ्गल.
These plants are sold in nursery at a very high rate, which actually grows in jungles here at our place. Similarly, the large leaved plants, the plants having large leaves, these are also sold at a very high price. These are actually in local language called as kachu, and particularly dudh kachu because there are different others, like those are whitish, so these are called dudh kachu, and there are certain other plants similar which there, so those are also called something else, but particularly all of these are kachu, and these are edible. The leaves, stem and the roots that grows under the ground, and all of these are sold at very high rate as decorative plants in nurseries in Delhi or any other large cities.
These are betel nut trees.
These are betel nut trees, very tall. These are not fully grown yet, though they have some beetles on them. For example, here, if you see, these are the beetles. So this is just a kind of a sample on the plant. Actually, when it grows, there are too many that grows in a bunch. And then you see banana. Again, this I guess is in local language called as chini champa. The bananas would be pretty small and tastes very sweet. Whereas if you find generally in cities, those are kind of hybrid, and that is the only kind that you see. but actually bananas are of different types, and each of them have different taste. I was recently reading one of the articles where it mentioned that how the overgrown hybrid bananas have become kind of a danger for banana plantation, because rest of the indigenous qualities of bananas and varieties, people have stopped growing them because of the commercialization, and the hybrid ones, those are not resistant to pests and other insects, whereas this one, locally grown and probably evolved over hundreds and millions of years, so these have pretty good pest resistant and insect resistant capacities, and they do not need to be cared much. What's there?
That's wandering juice. This
Uh,
plant is called wandering juice, but here it's a jungle. In the nursery, remember how much this costs?
Yeah, the wandering juice. So again, ultimately, whatever we see in nursery or plant, or any other parks, ultimately plants are supposed to be wild, feral. But we then pick them up, try to grow them in controlled environments, put it as decorative plants.
Right?
Yes, similarly here,
They are also sold at pretty high rate.
syngoniums.
Yeah.
So these are basically jungles in our own place. See, a lot of them are growing there. That is Tejpatta ko plant, eh?
Bay leaf.
Bay leaves. Those are bay leaves. So what we find in our kitchens is the dried version of these leaves. There are so many other varieties. For example, there we have a jackfruit, papaya grown here and there.
There's one more mango tree here.
One more mango tree here.
Bamboo.
The tall plants that you see, these are bamboo. And just a trivia, bamboo is not actually a tree, it's a grass. So you can say it's the longest grass.
See there, those wandering juice, jungle. Huh?
Yeah.
कस्तो महँगो गर्छ बाबा यो 150 रुपियाँ गरेर बिक्री गर्छ हामी आफै नर्सरी खोल्नु सक्दैनौँ यहाँ
And what you see behind those bamboo plants, so there's a small garden kind of a thing, a lot of eucalyptus trees, and a lot of people come here for picnic and others. I'll just show you, try to go a bit nearby, but because of the landscape here I cannot go downstairs. Not downstairs, I mean I cannot go down.
यो सुकेकोहरू चाहिँ हटाइदिनुपर्छ बाँस गाडी नेपालीमा बाँस गाडी त भन्छ होइन
बाँस गाडी
यहाँ कस्तो दामी हिल देखेको है यसमा त कति भेराइटी हो जस्तो यो कस्तो मोटो अर्कै खालको छ यो अर्कै छ ऊ त्यहाँ त्यो अझै मोटो अर्कै खालको त्यो तपाईँ चाहियो नि
So you see the jungle behind and a lot of wildflowers. The entire landscape seems covered in white. All of these are wildflowers. the oil plants. Just for perspective, how large these leaves are. So this is the size of my palm, and on the leaves, and this is not yet fully grown. This would probably be just 30 or 40% of the size up to which this type of plants grows to. In English, I think this is called as what, colaceous or something. कच्चू के variety जो अरबी वगैरह भी खाते हैं, that is also kind of similar, but Arbis are smaller in size, but the shoots of these plants and the roots, those grow pretty large, almost, let's say, up to somewhere around 60-70 centimeters, and would be as broad as, let's say, this stem of the betel nut tree. Again, earlier, like I was showing, the colaceous plant. This is another. This is kind of a blackish version. The stems are also quite blackish in color. These are edible. These parts are edible. These plants that you see here, these are wild plants, and under no circumstances you should touch them, because those will give you rashes, and quite dangerous kind of rashes, and it remains for many days, difficult to treat, and even sometimes animals that comes up here to eat grasses and all, they also avoid this.
Guess what I found out? My mom hasn't subscribed to my channel. You know what?
Again, you see a lot of plants that we generally find in nurseries and buy them at high prices.
So this
These
is
are
like,
gel.
it was grown there, and my mom, she just bought it and threw it over here.
A lot of such things happen. I mean,
Area is pretty big, huh?
area is pretty big, yeah. So this is how countryside homes look like.
This is giloy.
Which one?
Has many medicinal benefits. Giloy. It's good for diabetes, is what I have heard.
Yeah, I've also heard that. This is what, jeera khorsani?
Yeah, this is jeera khorsani. Bird, it's called bird eye chili or something.
Bird actually.
It's not there much though. It's pretty hot though.
Hot in a sense.
Lychee ka tree, lychee.
Yeah, this is lychee tree. We won't find it here because it's winter now. In summer, generally lychees
This
come.
requires kind of, humid kind of temperature. Requires lot of sunlight.
This is what?
Huh? This is some, I don't know, it's called poddo fool or something in Bengali, but I don't know what it's called in Nepali. See, there are some mulika sag, dhanya, pudina, all grown by my father.
So one thing about countryside, living in countryside, is that you may not have a lot of money, and you may not have a lot of luxuries, but you can live a fulfilling life,
Happy life.
happy and healthy life.
And looking forward to the next day, breathing fresh air. It's kind of very much relaxing.
Quite
No
relaxing.
noise. Quite relaxing too.
And particularly in the villages and small hamlets of West Bengal, life is pretty much slow. People don't stress out like in Delhi. Everyone seems to be in rage, rushing towards something, but where? Nowhere to go.
Rush to go nowhere.
Rush to go nowhere, yeah. And
Mom is calling for breakfast. Mom is
Yeah?
calling for breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have momo for breakfast.
So my mother-in-law, she loves plants, and everything that you see here, these are not so well maintained because she is also aging and cannot, take care of the plants a lot. But then I can just say that there are just too many varieties of plants. Anything and everything that you would usually find in nursery, it's highly probable that you will see at least one of them here. Different types of roses to different types of flowering plants and many other things. Okay, I'll hand it over now to my wife and I'll head for breakfast.
My mom is watching my vlog and we are all set to eat. And these are momo for breakfast.
Homemade momo.
How's the taste? It's good, right? What do you say, Kaka?